Welcome to episode 74 of PlayPSVR, the podcast. This episode is brought to you by Burger King and the Impossible Whopper, because I had one of those today. And on this episode, we are doing the impossible, because never before has this happened. For the once in our podcast, neither one of us have played new games this week because we didn't get any new games this week. So the impossible has happened. Adam, are you excited to talk about no new games this week?
The great thing that I like about these type of podcasts is that anything is possible. The impossible, the word possible is in the word impossible, and we're going to make the impossible possible tonight.
Adam, you hit the nail on the head, buddy. So why don't you hit the nail on my head with your gamer juice?
So I had some people over yesterday for a nice dinner that I prepared.
Speaking of impossible, Adam had some friends over. Wow. All right. What'd you make?
Big time. So I knew the segment was coming, so I made some spiked strawberry basil lemonade. It is very good. It is. It's pretty darn good.
What'd you spike it with?
Vodka.
Okay. Are you going to get loose on this podcast, Adam? You didn't tell me we were doing this kind of podcast.
Dude, my butthole's already a little loose. About time I pound this back. Oh, woo! But you know what we got in here. I could add maybe a little more basil. We got strawberry, lemon juice, no artificial bull crap. It's very good. I know what's in it. And
you know what's in it, as in like nobody spiked your drink?
Exactly. And it's good stuff. And so I won't what's that, beleaguer the point or whatever? Belabor. I'm not going to go into labor here in the podcast. What are you drinking tonight?
I was going to do a live broadcast for all the listeners of a trip to Come and Go to pick out a gamer juice. Adam poo-pooed that idea because apparently it's more important for him to suck down his homemade brew. So I have nothing. I'll drink some water. I have water. So my gamer juice this week is lip blood, because right before we started recording, I bit my lip apparently, and it's bleeding. So hopefully that will satisfy me as we get through this first segment here. So first segment, Adam, what is the Power A play of the week?
Nothing.
Nothing.
There is no Power A. There is no play, and this week was a figment, whatever, of your imagination. So there is no Power A play of the week. But here's the thing. There really is, though, Alex, because I want to implore you. Do you have Wipeout digital or physical?
Digital.
See, that's smart. I purchased the game physical when it came out when was it? I don't know, a year or whatever ago. And I almost forgot to buy it because it's free for PS Plus members and get it digital. Because honestly, I'm going to be playing it a lot more when it's digital. I know it's stupid to think that I play a game less because I actually have to get off my freaking fat butt and put a game into the system. But that's where we're at right now, Alex. It's where we're at. I played some Wipeout. Oh, it's so good, dude. It is so good.
Yeah, I don't judge you at all. I bought Farpoint. I bought it a second time digital, but for that very reason. I wasn't playing it enough because I would have to go hunt down the disc and put it in. I've moved like 3 times since I got the PSVR, so I don't know where all my games are because I'm just that bad of a person when it comes to keeping track of things that I own. But yeah, I get everything digital if I can. And if I really like a game, I might buy it physical just to kind of throw some extra money to the developers, because I'm Mr. Moneybags over here. Check me out, man. I'm wearing a suit to record a podcast in my own home. This is ridiculous.
You're stupid. We're not even doing video and you're still in a suit. I see it.
Crap. Are we not doing video?
We are not doing video.
Then why am I making myself look good? Okay, anyways.
Here's something I want to mention, Alex. And this sounds almost stupid, but
we're doing video. Forget you. Yeah, keep going.
I cannot back down from this, okay? When I downloaded Wipeout digitally, my heart wanted it to erase my progress in Wipeout because I wanted to start the game brand new, and that would give me even more reason to play it. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen. I kept my progress. I've already finished the game. So now I'm going through and trying to get elite passes in all of the levels. the game is just, if you don't have it, we're not going to go too far into it. It is so good. The absolute only thing that I dislike about it is I despise those zone levels. Those zone levels suck. Holy crap, are they bad.
I don't like playing those too much. This is kind of an interesting point, I think, Adam. Think about the best games on PSVR. We are talking about Wipeout. We are talking about Resident Evil 7. We are talking about No Man's Sky, I think. It's kind of, I'm wondering, Adam, are the best games on PSVR games that were first made in 2D and then converted to PSVR? Is it something about making a game in 2D and fully fleshing out the game design and then throwing VR in there later? Is that how you're going to make the most enjoyable game?
You know, the thing is, I don't know. I feel like in those circumstances, I think there were unique circumstances. Because some of the other games, like the Persistence and To the Top and Farpoint and Astrobot, those were VR specialties. And I think if you take there's as many PSVR specific games that are just as good as the port. So I do think, I mean, they're obviously going to take the best 2D games and port those. Because if you have an average 2D game, you're not going to be like, oh, they'll love it in VR. So it's a little stacked, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of games that buck the trend. The only thing I can think of is maybe Moss. The Persistence was first made in VR, so I guess that kind of wins out. That kind of scores some points, but now it's in 2D. I haven't played it in 2D. Skyrim VR was 2D first. That was kind of weird, though. You know, the VR is not fully fledged.
A bunch of them. Farpoint, To the Top, Astrobot.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, fair enough, Adam. Res Infinite, that was 2D first, although Area X is not 2D, and it would not work in 2D. So I think you've made your case. Enough of this silly discussion. Yeah, I could totally see that slight desire of wishing you'd lose your progress and Wipeout, so you had to do it again. You know, it's a masterpiece of a game. I loved it in flat, and I love it in VR as well.
Yeah, it's, with the exception of the zone, it's very good.
I can even enjoy the zone mode because it's kind of interesting to just try to keep it going as long as possible, baby. Endless mode. Keep going deeper and deeper and deeper until Adam's mom says, you hit the zone.
Well, the thing is, the reason I dislike that is to get the elite passes, you have to get zone 60. I always get to like zone 55, and at that point, it's really a crapshoot if I can keep it going. And if I don't, well, there you just played the same course for, I don't know, 6 minutes, and then you have to play it again. It's not fun.
It takes too long to get to the point where it's difficult so that you can get the trophy you're looking for.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're doing a race and you fail, then you can just stop in the middle of it and restart and then go. But like the challenging point, the tension point that is taxing and fun is like 7 minutes down the road, and you don't know till you get there. And drop me a line when you get there, Adam, if you ever get there. All right, are you done with Wipeout?
I am.
Okay, my Power A play of the week. I did it for the Golden Stream this week. You know, No Man's Sky is getting a whole lot of attention. Deservedly so. It's a fantastic game. It's extremely fun. I'm enjoying the VR implementation like crazy. I still don't understand why people are so upset about how blurry it is and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's blurry, whatever. It's freaking awesome having the move controls when you play No Man's Sky. It is just so much better than the controller. But I thought I wanted to do a little throwback and give a little attention to a game that's underappreciated, game I heard about, the game that I had, but I haven't played it. And that is Solus Project, man. I went into this, I heard so many horror stories about it that, you know, it makes people woozy, that the controls are weird and they don't work. The game's kind of glitchy and it's not that great. I will be damned, man. This game is pretty. This game has a very interesting aesthetic and feel to it. I enjoy the premise of it. So in this game, Adam, what you do is you are a person who is on a spaceship that was launched from Earth to repopulate the universe after Earth was going to be destroyed by an asteroid. So Earth is destroyed, whatever. And you're on this ship that's passing by a planet, and something shoots your ship down. And you crash land on a planet, and suddenly you have to survive the planet. And, you know, it's a survival game, and you're building parts to communicate and make your way around the planet and I guess try to add civilization to the world or get off the planet. I don't know what the end game is, man. I haven't beaten it, but there's a little bit of mystery. There's a whole lot of survival that is, you can adjust how difficult it is. So if you don't want to worry about the survival mechanics, you don't have to, man. But I was just blown away right from the get-go. This game's incredibly pretty. Right from the get-go, this game seems to control relatively well. It's confusing controls. It would be nice if the beginning of the game had some kind of tutorial, just that first objective where there's two rocks and you have to combine them so that it makes a sharp rock, so you have to cut down like a net. If it would have just told me exactly what to do in that process, I would have figured out how to play the rest of the game. But it doesn't tell you anything. Thank God we had JD on the stream with me telling me exactly what to do, and then he got a little bit too excited about it, started telling me way too much of what to do, and I was like, JD, you gotta back off, man. You are ruining this experience for me. But thank you, JD. You saved the experience for me right off the bat, and then you started trying to drown me in the water. Don't do that again, or I'm going to come for you. No, but the game, it's really pretty. It's really fun. I keep saying it's pretty. I haven't seen that much of it. I've seen about an hour, 2 hours of it. But I'm just impressed by how good it is, how well it works. And I will say I had one of the most pants-crappingly terrifying moments in VR gaming when I decided to explore a little bit, went off the beaten path a little bit, see how far down the beach I could walk. Suddenly I hear this very creepy music. You can listen to it on the stream. It's just like, woo, 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 something like that. I look up in the sky. There's a freaking tornado barreling down on me. I heard about this. People said this was really scary in this game. I didn't believe it until it happened to me, man. I was terrified. I was petrified. Luckily, I hid behind some rocks and I avoided it. But it was so scary because the tornado looks extremely ominous and the music is just so creepy and weird. It's like a ghost tornado or something coming at me. Anyways, this game has survival elements with weather, has survival elements with you got to drink water and eat food, and you find food on the ground in a can. You got to hit it with a stick so that the can breaks and you can eat the food out of it. Some of the mechanics are weird. Like, you're not actually using the move controllers to hit things. You just hit a button and it kind of like tilts, and then whatever happens. But I really enjoy it. I'm just very surprised by the game. Our homeboy Chota Boy told me it was like 6 hours long. I could deal with that, man. I could go through that like a abridged version of No Man's Sky is what I'm guessing it feels like.
Okay. In the end. Are you done? Because from what I remember, we weren't reviewing any freaking games.
Adam, I'm so tired of you sitting there playing on your phone like a dork. No wonder we're not doing videos, because you can't pay attention for more than 30 seconds.
I'm waiting for you to stop talking.
Interrupt me.
Why did I ever play this game when I have No Man's Sky? It looks better. But what does it do better than No Man's Sky that I would get out of that world, which is PlayPSVR land? Adam's Got Big Butt land, the land where I made a house exclusively for your mom, and go buy Solus Project and then actually play that.
1, Solus Project is cheaper. 2, Solus Project looks better. 3, Solus Project is a closed system. It's not an open-ended game like No Man's Sky. You don't have to make your own fun. Even though No Man's Sky is very fun, you don't have to make your own fun. The enjoyment, the story, everything about the game it's a complete package. That's why. You go in there, 6 hours later you're going to be done, and you'll have been told a story whether you like it or not. No Man's Sky is like, I might just be doing this forever. I have no idea, man. I'm out here in the universe.
Okay, right now, I say, Alex, what are we going to play? What do you want to play, Solus Project or No Man's Sky?
Well, I want to play No Man's Sky, man. I haven't put enough.
You just answered. You proved my point. There's no reason to play Solus Project when you have No Man's Sky.
That is not a fair thing to say. Solus Project is cheaper. There are people that are tired of No Man's Sky, but they still want to get some of the space aesthetic. No Man's Sky is never scary. Even me, who is scared of everything, cannot find a single damn thing to be scared about. Although it was kind of scary yesterday. I was flying around. I got to the space station for the first time. That thing is big, and you're flying around. You don't quite have control over your spaceship. That got spooky. Other than that,
when I play VR games, I want a unique experience, and okay, Solus Project has some things going for it, but it's not a unique enough experience after playing No Man's Sky for me to ever want to play it. Now, does that mean it's a bad game? Certainly not. But after playing No Man's Sky, there is in no world where I have the interest and available time to now go and play Solus Project.
They are two very different games.
You can argue all you want.
You are comparing Adams to Alex's right here when you're talking about comparing No Man's Sky to Solus Project. One of them is a budget, like a knockoff, like you get it at the Red Box, rent it for $1.
No Man's Sky, so why play the knockoff if you can play the real thing?
It came first, Adam. It's like saying, why am I going to play classic Doom on the, SNES or something like that when I can play Doom VFR? Because there's still some quality there, man. There's individual.
No Man's Sky came out like years ago.
Yeah, in flat.
Yeah, and they saw it and were like, wow, I bet that would do well. And then they got one-upped.
I'm tired of – you're just trying to make an argument. You're just talking about crap. You have no experience with it. I've played both the games. You haven't. You're just a turd. You want a unique experience? Why don't you buy Transpose, you big goober? Because
it won't go on sale.
I hate you so much, Adam. Move on to the next section of this segment.
I hate you. So I'm done, and here's what we're going to do now. So we were discussing the top PSVR bundles, and we were like, you know what? Wouldn't that be cool if we could make our own bundle? Like, what is the ultimate PSVR bundle for Play PSVR? And so we talked to ourselves, come up with our very own Adam PSVR bundle, Alex PSVR bundle. You get the Move controllers, you get the PSVR, and you get 3 games. You get 2 good ones and 1 bad one. Because as we all know, this is a business. They need to move the games. If the game sucks, then something's got to get it off the shelf. And they're going to have to make some money off it rather than just literally throw it in the trash. Although most of these games, most of the bad ones, that's where they belong. So, Alex, what are you thinking about your ultimate top Alex PSVR bundle?
I was thinking market-wise, man. I'm a smart man with money. I'm an economist is what I am, man. I know how the markets juke and jive, how to make money off this setup.
The market Jews. Way to go.
All right. Way to degrade our podcast, you jerk. We got into this combo because I was just telling Adam, like, man, imagine if you were just now getting into PSVR and somebody hit you up with No Man's Sky and Resident Evil 7 and Wipeout and, Astrobot. You would think this is the greatest thing that ever happened. And so that's what spawned this dilemma. And I like the idea of adding a bad game to it. So here we go. My bundle right off the bat. Of course, you're going to get Move controllers, and you get the headset. If you're Adam, you get a broken headset, and you're too cheap to buy a new headset. If you're me, you get a PSVR 2 headset. Anyways, right off the bat, sorry. If you heard that, that's great. Right off the bat, my bundle is going to start with No Man's Sky. They're stupid for not having a bundle right now ready to release with No Man's Sky. Maybe they're waiting for a pro patch. If they do that, they need a No Man's Sky PSVR bundle. So that's the first game going into it. That's a game everybody knows, everybody wants to play.
It's like $5, dude.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing. There you go. It's easy. You throw it in there. Bam. You've moved some units, and you can charge a premium for it because the bundle is going to be like, what, $349.99, where that's the price point. You throw in No Man's Sky, they're like, oh, a game comes with it. Yeah, it's like the cheapest game you can get on the PlayStation Store. Number 2, the Persistence, man. The Persistence is a game you can play with the DualShock, and it is very unique, and it was a PSVR exclusive, and it really showcases the power in a very special way of PSVR to be terrifying, and it's got very unique gameplay, and I don't think enough people have played it, and I don't think enough people appreciate it. So I think the Persistence will kind of bring those people in to understand that, wow, this is scary on a different level. There's a lot of people who have already played Resident Evil 7, and they don't want to dive in again. They think, been there, done that, but they have not been there. They have not done that with the Persistence, and I think that would help move units. Now, for my bad game is Pixel Gear, the first wave shooter, I believe, for the PSVR. And the reason I picked this is because I am going for the crowd with the kids who are looking on the back of the box and they see No Man's Sky. That doesn't look fun for me. I'm a kid. Who cares? The Persistence, too scary. Mom and dad aren't going to buy that for me. Let me play that. Pixel Gear. It's got those old graphics, makes it kind of look like Minecraft. So these kids are going to be like, ooh, this is Minecraft in VR with like machine guns, and you're shooting skeletons and stuff. They're going to get tricked. They're going to get swindled. They're going to get bamboozled because they're going to play Pixel Gear, and it's going to suck, and then they're going to be sad to have a PSVR. That's how you move units, baby. What do you think about my bundle, Adam? Check out my package. What do you think?
Here's the thing. Your package is small, and I've seen much better. We didn't plan this. He wrote these down probably minutes ago. I did not know it was today. But the thing is, it's beautiful on how this is unfolded. Because here's the thing, Alex. You suck. You have thought with Sony in mind. You are here to sell units and to make money because you're a shrewd, old, ugly, your ears have hair, you're an old man. But me, this is just like same thing with the podcast. We cover a game and you're like, oh, you got No Man's Sky, but you should buy Solo's Project. Or, oh, this game wasn't that fun, but you should buy it because you might like it. It depends on the person. And I'm here for the people. I could care less if Sony makes money. They're already rich. I want the people to be happy. I'll tell you if the game sucks. And this is why I'm coming. Not because, oh, No Man's Sky, you can make good profit. Persistence is a good choice. And Pixel Gear, what the F? Who cares about the kids? Kids should be playing Angry Birds. Damn a Nintendo Switch. That's what they can play. Freaking Nintendo Labo. Labo their nuts off.
Nintendo Crabbo.
Nintendo Crabbo could be. So I'm going for just experiences that will blow your nards off. Something that you will have never experienced before in your life and are truly unique, immersive experiences in VR. So my first hitter is To the Top. You cannot beat it. Now, am I a little worried about motion sickness for the first-time VR players? Yeah. If you're pussy, get over it. Fight through it. Great game. It's tons of content. Multiplayer. Uses the moves. It will make you, like when you fall off, oh my gosh, you get vertigo. You get that sense of, oh no, I actually fell off the crane. It's still my top game, baby. Still love it. In fact, Alex, I told you I might play No Man's Sky before this or after the podcast. No, I think I should play To the Top. So one, do you got any issues with that? Because if you do, I'm going to punch you in the throat, Alex.
That is actually an excellent game to add in because people really do not think to play that game, and it is really a top-notch game.
Is a top-notch game, and those morons, those wart-sucking idiots over from, I forgot who was it, Oculus? Whoever it was that said it was a tech demo, you are so stupid. Anyhow, second, Super Hot. I know a 2D game. I know a lot of people already know it. I have a friend who said, he can't wait for it to come out and Switch. And I almost took his Switch, and I almost switched it up his butthole because I was like, you are an idiot. Play it in VR. Anyhow, that is a game that is well established, people know of, and again, there is no other experience that you can do in gaming that is like Super Hot. So I think that would be a relatively cheap, a well-known, and good game to add to the bundle, again, using the Move controllers. Now, the thing is, Alex, your No Man's Sky, I think that is a very good option. I can't make fun of you for that. However, I went with Super Hot rather than No Man's Sky because of the VR aspect. Flying in No Man's Sky is cool, but I feel like so many people played it in 2D or know about it in 2D. They're not...
Or they already have it.
Okay, yeah, if they already have it, then they don't need it in a bundle.
Right.
So then you put it in a bundle anyhow? But I told you because you're a shrewd old man trying to make money for Sony. No comeback, exactly. Delivery is my third one, it's my worst one. And I know you're like, whoa, what? Special Delivery, the game he hates most? Yeah, I do effing hate it. Not most, because that goes to 18 floors. But immediately when I think of a bad game, I think of 18 floors. Because it is truly the worst gaming experience I have ever participated in my life. But here's the thing. If I added 18 floors to this bad boy, I'm thinking as a consumer, you start to play the game, and as bad as I hate to say it, if you start a level or, like the escape room, if you start it, you want to finish it. And that is going to be hours upon hours and torture and agony for those people starting in VR. That would be a horrible one of the worst first impressions in VR if you would play that game. Special Delivery, that is a game that you play it and within 45 seconds you're like, this is an absolute heaping turd on my face. You're going to drop it and never play it again. But with 18 floors, you're going to waste a lot more time. So again, I'm thinking about the people. And I know they're not going to spend that much time in special delivery, so put that sucker on there. Yes, it sucks, but you're not going to waste your time. You somewhat wasted your money, but trust me, your time is more well spent in To the Top, Super Hot, and probably No Man's Sky, in which you already have.
That's an interesting bundle there, Adam. Yeah, To the Top, can't argue with that. Super Hot, it's a bit short, you know. It's a really good game. I think it's already been in a bundle too, so I kind of take grievance with that. But it's kind of a short game, special. So you gave the players basically To the Top. That's what's going to have to hold them over.
Whoa. Okay, first of all, Super Hot. What do you want to Beat Saber in there? Like, that's also been in a bundle.
Yeah, I don't want Beat Saber in there because I think that's what my bad game should have been, was Beat Saber.
Oh my, you realize that you're definitely. That would be like me coming out here being like, Astrobot sucks. That's my bad game. You're so dumb. Listen, I will wholeheartedly stand for Super Hot. It's not going to make anyone sick. It's crazy immersive. It's fun to show newcomers. It has it all. It is, it's really fun. You love it. And so you're just trying to be a curmudgeon.
Yeah, I'm a curmudgeon. So how are we going to decide who's better at picking the bundle? I guess we'll have a poll on Twitter maybe, and people can decide whose bundle is better, Adam's or Alex's. And I'd just like to see what other people would make for a bundle. You got to pick 2 games and then a bad game. And I'd like to see what creative solutions come out there. And I know people are going to come at us with the same thing. It's going to be like, what's that game I like? Oh, it's going to be No Man's Sky, The Persistence, and Stunt Kite Masters because it's bad. No, that would be 3 good games. You can't do that.
You effing wish, you loser. Okay, speaking of losers, we are going to go on a break here. We're only going to have 2 segments for the podcast. And next segment, we are going to have some quick hitters. You guys gave us some topics to talk about, and we couldn't decide which one to talk about. So we're going to talk about them all. Quick hitters. We also got some sales. We also got some upcoming games. I mean, these games blow my mind. And so stick with us. We'll see you on the other side of the break. Did you miss us? Because it's segment 2 of the podcast. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I missed you hard. That was the longest 13 seconds of my life. Don't worry, we're back. Alex, are you feeling better, worse, or the same as the first segment?
I'm feeling better because we got to talk about some fun games, and we have some good conversation coming up, and I just get to spend more time with you.
So we're going to cover some topics that people pretty much told us via – it was mainly Twitter, actually. We knew it was going to be a light podcast, so today I was just going to be like, boom, give us some topics. And there were so many that you suggested that we couldn't pick, so we're going to cover them all. First topic, are you ready, Alex?
Hit me up.
So Turna23 on Twitter. We want to learn more about us as people in balancing the real world with our virtual world.
All right.
What do you got to say on that topic, Alex?
Well, let's see. More about us as people. So I'm a dude. I'm 30-something years old. I have a job and I work, and then I come home and I try to play PSVR. I'm looking to buy a minivan right now. Adam's really giving me crap for that. And balancing real world with the virtual world, dude, it is all the same world to me, all right? I walk through the real life as if it was No Man's Sky. You see me shooting my laser at passing cars, trying to mine the cars for steel and gasoline so I can build my own car in my backyard. So that's me, Adam. Is there more information you think he wants in terms of us as people? I don't want to divulge too much on a podcast. You know, the people in Sweden listening to us, the sweet listeners in Malaysia might not want to know what I'm doing on the day-to-day.
And here's the thing. I'm not going to fall for this trap. You already told him too much. Here's what I'll tell you, Turna. Got a huge schlong, and when I walk around, I try to float like I'm in Area X. Do I get looked at a lot? Really weird like? Yeah. But you know what? They're jealous. They don't even know they're jealous. They just think I'm a freaking weirdo. But they don't know what's in my mind. They don't see what I see. Their soul hasn't been enriched as like in Area X. And so they are jealous. They just don't know it. And that's all I'm letting you know.
Adam, tell us one more fact about you. Just anything.
Right now I need to clip my toenails.
All right, so that's Adam playing 2 truths and 1 lie. Try to guess which one of the 3 things he just told us is a lie. I think I know which one it is.
I see what you did there, and that's not too bad. Okay, Shanier. So first of all, I'm assuming it could be Shanier. I don't freaking know. Who knows? So, but dude, help me in No Man's Sky. That is clutch. Recently got VR. He's this week's asked like what good games to begin with, and we've been interacting. Awesome stuff. Thanks for contacting us, buddy, and staying close. First of all, he wants to know how the PSVR compares to the other headsets out there. Briefly, Alex. Because I'm going to be honest, we play PSVR. I don't even know. HTC, shove it up my butt. Oculus, wear it on my crotch. That's all I know.
Yeah, so I haven't played the other headsets. I'll just give you insight into what I feel like would happen if I had other headsets. I don't have the Oculus Quest. Oculus Quest is probably a wonderful piece of kit and really easy to throw on and play. The downside is I would definitely lose both of the controllers in maybe 2 days, and then I would be up a creek without a paddle. Other headsets, the PC-based headsets, I don't have the room in my home to try to set up that kind of a system, and they have the ones that are inside-out tracking. That's a little bit better, but I have a hard enough time finding time and making the room and getting the setup going to do something as simple as the PSVR. I don't think I'd be able to set up something as complicated as the PC VR, the Oculus Rift, and the Vive and stuff like that. That's not to say that they're not good. I think they're probably really fun pieces of hardware. I think the downside is you get a little bit of choice paralysis when it comes to games. There's probably a lot of excellent games in PC VR. There's also going to be a lot of garbage because anybody can put a game out there, and there's no real curation process like there is in the PlayStation Store, for better or worse. The other thing is PC gaming has always frustrated me because I never feel like I'm getting the full experience because I never feel like I have the hardware that the developers intended. However, when someone makes a game for the PSVR, you know that they know what hardware you're working with. The biggest choice they have to think about is, does this player have a PS4 Pro, or do they just have a normal PS4? And they typically just cater to the normal PS4, and then they boost the Pro later on down the road. So I think those are some of the strengths PSVR has compared to the other headsets. I haven't tried on the other headsets. I'm a loser in that way, but I hear that the PSVR headset is pretty comfortable. So, Adam, what are your thoughts?
I think that your wife also complains that your hardware isn't adequate. I don't have any ideas. PSVR is the best. That's what we're focused on. I don't give a crap about HTC or Quest. When they no, I don't got the time, don't have the know-how, and I'm not going to do it. But he also wonders, and you'll have personal experience with this, Alex, what is the most effective treatment for a paper cut on the anus?
Okay, so this is a 3-step process. First, you're going to have to alleviate. So when you have a paper cut on the anus, you want to treat the pain. All right, you're going to have problems right there. So you got to make sure you don't get hurt. My suggestion is you want to do a warm bath, get in there and put in some Epsom salt to kind of loosen up the tissue and help everything kind of soften out there. Step 2 is you're going to cure the disorder and try to fix things. So with the Epsom salt in there, you're getting some of the dirt and grime that might get into your paper cutted anus out. You're also, with the tissue getting a bit soft, you have a chance to heal a little bit. So, and you're not going to like this, but the way you're going to have to cure it after that is you get out of the bathtub and you're going to pour some hydrogen peroxide down your anus. It's almost like you're butt chugging. You don't want it to go up. That might cause some problems as you resorb the hydrogen peroxide. However, you just pour it on your anus, really, really clean and clean up what's going on down there. And then last but not least, you're gonna solve the problem. Grab a lemon, cut out a slice, stick it under there, and squeeze it. Squirt lemon juice all over your anus, and that will solve the problem right there. Adam, do you have a better method? I've tried a lot of things to fix my paper cuts on my anus. Have you done anything to fix it? What do you do when you have a paper cut on your anus?
I just shove things up there.
Like what?
Anything I can find. Staplers, pieces of wood, pine cones, wherever it can fit. And it typically helps because the pain that you feel then is way worse than the paper cut. You forget about it. So it works pretty good. It's also cool when you are out in the woods and you crap out the pine cone that you just shoved up your butt, and people are like, what? Really all the hunters are really flabbergasted. You just got to be sure they don't think that you're Bigfoot and or a deer, because they will shoot you. Next, what is your dream VR game? So I'll go first. I'll let you think, Alex. So this is weird. My favorite game, I really think this is so stupid. I don't even understand. One of my favorite games, flat, was the N64 in a game called Pokemon Puzzle League. It was a puzzle game, and they have some games that are similar to it, in which it's almost like Tetris, where you have blocks that fall, and then you have to move like 2 blocks, and each of them have a little shape, and 3 shapes in a row or 4, they vanish, and then you get combos. I've never seen a game like it, and I mean, endless replayability. I absolutely loved it. If somehow that could be in VR, that would be incredible. That is honestly, this sounds so weird because we have Tetris Effect, and that totally sucks balls. But this would be probably my dream VR game because it would be relatively cheap. It has some type of nostalgic value to it. It doesn't even have to be Pokemon, just that type of game. There's also a
Tetris Attack. That was the version on Super
Tetris
Nintendo.
Attack. That's the Super Nintendo one. That is like Tetris Attack for VR. I would cream my pants. And that real world versus virtual world question, the lines would be real blurred because I would be living in both worlds. So that's my game. How about you, Alex?
This is really difficult. No Man's Sky was my dream game for a while. I have it now. Maybe a more faithful No Man's Sky would be part of it. Okay, I'm going to pick 3 games, 3 of my favorite games of all time, and I'll try to decide while I'm discussing them. One, I love Victorious Boxers. It was a PS2 boxing game. It's fantastic. It's got like this isometric view. It doesn't try to make you feel like you're there, but the view of the fighting, if you're in VR, you'd really feel like you're in the stands watching this fight unfold while you're controlling it. It would be a surreal experience if they could pull it off accurately in VR. That's one of my favorite boxing games. That would be great in VR. The second one is going to be, oh crap, I just had it off the top of my head. Oh, so you made a good point with Tetris Attack. I thought that instead of doing Tetris Effect, they should have released Lumines VR. Lumines VR would be a dream game for me. Listening to that Heavenly Star song from Lumines on Xbox 360, I could play that for literally hours. And, if we had the Tetris Effect like surroundings, but with Lumines, that would be one of my go-to games. And then one of the last ones, I guess, would be something like maybe Fallout New Vegas in VR. Or no. This was it. Yeah, no. Demon's Souls, the predecessor to Dark Souls. That's a game that was on PlayStation 3. It would be not too difficult probably to upgrade the graphics and put it on PSVR. Those games are all about presence and all about feeling like you're there. And the world is so important in that game that if they made it in VR, even the same game as third person, I don't care. I would lose it. So, push comes to shove, I'm going to say Dark Souls. Dark Souls is the one that I want. Yeah, in VR. Not Dark Souls, Demon Souls. Dark Souls is good. Demon Souls is my dream, though.
Okay, so now from J-Brat, what is the most overrated PSVR game?
Most overrated? Beat Saber, of course. Beat Saber. Beat Saber is very good, but it runs out of steam fast for me. The song selection is subpar. Even if you could add your own songs, when you do the custom song stuff, it never works quite as well. People do that with Guitar Hero, and it's just not that well done because it's not balanced like a game designer would balance it. So Beat Saber is my most overrated. I prefer Box VR, but I'm biased, of course.
Yeah, that is stupid, but I'm sure people are also going to argue with mine, and I'm pretty sure Will predicted this. He said you would say Beat Saber, and I would say I don't know what he said for me, but it's definitely going to be, he thought it was going to be Firewall in Beat Saber. Instead, it's going to be Tetris Effect in Beat Saber. Because, again, what is special about Tetris Effect? What? Nothing? Exactly. I've already discussed it. I'm not going to get heated. Let's talk about your new hair, Alex.
Oh, yeah. Once a year I get a haircut, and it's that time of the year. So That's my new hair. I hope you guys like it. You know, what I like about wearing these little headphones is that it blocks the back half of my head where my hair really loses its focus and loses all control. So it looks like I have like a real grown-up big boy haircut when I don't. I really don't. I look like a toddler whenever I take the headset off, but I'm not going to do it. Not for you guys, not for no one. I go to work with this headset on, and people think I'm a real sports broadcaster because of it.
Okay,
Adam,
next.
no, wait, no, Adam, what do you think of my new hair?
I mean, you do kind of look like a toddler, and I think that you look like a prick. If I saw you, if I pulled up to a toll station and I had to give a couple bucks to the toll booth operator, and I saw you there in the toll booth taking my money, I'd be like, "What a prick," and then I would drive off.
How is it that Adam tries to stay so clean, but somehow inadvertently drives us into NC-17 territory every single time? In less than 30 minutes on this podcast, Adam just drops 2 vulgar P words on us. It's just impressive. Say it again, Adam. My ears aren't bleeding enough already.
Prick isn't a bad word.
All right, keep going. You're fine. I like it.
No, I'm fine.
No, I like hearing you talk dirty. Go.
The question is, you're not fine, because when are you going to finish the Farpoint Challenge? I did my part. I played with Jay Bratt. We fought medium and hard co-op missions. We did all right. We didn't do it increasingly well, but that video is up on our YouTube page. First of all, I want to thank Jay Bratt, because did you watch the video, Alex? He did a superb job editing that video. It was incredible.
How much does it cost to hire Jay Bratt as our editor?
We could ask. Maybe we could give him sweet haircuts like what you have.
Maybe I could just send him pictures of my hair every week, and then
every time you get it cut, you'll just send him savings.
Hey, Jay Brett, here's a picture of my haircut. Edit my podcast. We should check it. No, for those who haven't seen it, go check out the Farpoint Challenge. Adam did one. I'll be doing one. Maybe this weekend. I'll reach out to him after we get done recording, because I have a little bit of time this weekend. It looked really fun. I love the intro he made for it. We should be using that intro for everything all the time instead of just me playing whatever music we have and putting a logo on there like a bunch of hobos. Hobos, that was a hard B there. Maybe I'll finish it this weekend. Next weekend's probably a better bet. And then even further after that is probably your best bet, because I have no idea when this is going to happen. Adam, next question.
First, I do want to admit that I like how you addressed that earlier. You dropped a hard J, and now you dropped a hard B. I see how it is. So we'll play PSVR, do a no-fap November, and he wants bets on how long we will last.
You know what? You guys, when we're not recording video, I'm losing no-fap November in the middle of recording is what I'm going to say.
It's not November yet. You're doing all right.
All right, yeah. Yeah. Okay, November 1st is my bet. If I can make it to 2nd, it'll be a miracle. You guys don't know what I have to endure all day in my life. You don't know the life I lead. I need some kind of release.
Wait,
Adam?
It's too far. It's going too far. We're not in episode 69, so I'm gonna move on.
Did you say 69? I just lost the bet. Okay. I'll be right back.
That guy Soel, he wants to know what has been the best PSVR game in 2019.
You take this one, Adam. Go first.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's got to be No Man's Sky, right?
I was thinking today, and I can't remember what. I feel like an idiot because
Truth, Everybody's Golf, Wolfenstein.
So we've had a lot of really good games come out.
Fisherman's Tale,
that was.
They're good games, but I don't see something beating No Man's Sky.
I think you might be right. I think No Man's Sky is going to be the one to beat. The way they pulled it off so well. It's just that is the game that I reach out to people that I know that don't have PSVR, and I'm just like, listen, you need to think about this. I have to hold myself back at work when I see somebody in the hall. I want to be like, hey man, I want to let you know. I know you don't even play video games, but there's this game, and it's No Man's Sky, and you fly around. It gives me that kind of vibe. I'm that excited about it when I play it. So it's got to be No Man's Sky so far.
Okay, I mean, I agree.
Adam, sidetrack on the whole sidetrack podcast that we have, but do you talk to non-gamers about PSVR, Adam? Do you reach out to people in your day-to-day knowing that they're not gamers and be like, hey, let me talk to you about PSVR?
I have, to varying success levels. Some I do, in fact, pique their interest, and others, I found that there aren't many girls that I talk to that care. They're just like, okay, that's kind of cool.
So wait, have you just like walked up to women and be like, "Let me talk to you about my really expensive hobby"?
No. It's like people after I already know them, and I'm
Okay,
like,
that's better.
it would be cool. Like, I don't know, it randomly comes up, and I'm like, oh, it's awesome, like to actually be in somewhere. And I mean, I've never had a girl play it. I don't think. No, wait, no.
I can't wait to edit this podcast and I never had a girl. Just end it right there.
You wish. You aren't J-Brat. You don't got the skills.
My other question, Adam, how many people in your professional life know that you have a PlayPSVR podcast?
Like in my career?
How many people at work know that you have a podcast where you say vulgar words on it?
I think I've mentioned it in passing once. And so there were 2 people in the room at that point. People know I have VR, but they don't know I do a podcast, because you are right. The day that my parents decide to listen, I will be in shambles. Like, especially on episode 69. I mean, it's bad. We could get fired.
Yeah,
69. I love that. I love that transition. You think I can work, Alex?
Yeah.
Little star, you're like, speaking of 69, like out of the blue. Like, anyhow, that guy's Will wants to know why episode 69 was a bad idea. He wants a discussion on that.
Then, yeah, we just hit the nail on the head. If either of us get fired at our jobs, it's because of episode 69. If the podcast ever gets taken down off of one of the services that we rely on, it is because of episode 69. But if our podcast has any viral, widespread success ever, it's because of episode 69. So it's a bad idea for a multitude of reasons. It's a very good idea for one reason.
And the thing is, Will, forget you, dude. No, it's not a bad idea. It's a great idea, and we need a second episode 69. Now, did we push the boundaries? Oh, yeah. But we received many, many emails that they actually thought it was hilarious, like different fans. So I'm glad you guys found comic relief in it. It did make our skin crawl, but you only live once, baby. Okay, Alex, what's your most underrated PSVR game?
Going to be Transpose. I love Transpose. No one talks about it. And it is a fantastic, amazing game. Beautiful soundtrack. Has the puzzle quality of something like Portal, and just has a complete whole body healing charm to it. And it's completely underrated, and it's criminal almost how badly it gets ignored.
See, for me, this kind of hurts because without doing a lot of research, on top of my head, I can't think of a big game that people will be like, oh, wow. Like, Transpose, I think, is a pretty good one. I think To the Top, I still don't think it gets as much love as it should. The level design is just bonkers. It is better than Astrobot's level design. It's crazy fun. It's got the multiplayer. It has a extensive single player, so much fun to play, and people don't talk about it. So I do think, although people do know about it and people do agree it's a good game, I think it is a great game, and it's something people are missing. The second game I considered was Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, actually. Game was really fun, great graphics. It was really cool. You don't hear anything about it, and the things I did hear were all negative. So definitely consider that game. $20. I mean, it is 2-3 hours long, but it's a good 2-3 hours. Next. Yeah. We already pretty much talked about 2D games.
No, this is a different question, Adam. So we talked about games we want to play in VR. I'm thinking 2D game that needs to be in VR. We're talking about, like, it can't be a 3D game like Zelda for the Super Nintendo. Do you want that in VR? I guess you bid Tetris Effect or Tetris Attack or something like that.
That'll be my question. You answer another one.
I answer, the 2D game that needs to be in VR? I don't even know, man. Double Dragon.
All the games earlier were 3D?
Yeah, they were 3D action games. Double Dragon.
Double Dragon.
Beat 'em up. Yeah, I want Double Dragon in VR, man.
Do you mean the Chinese restaurant or the game?
Both. They're the same thing.
Okay. Nice. Okay, and then he wants a That Guy Is Will appreciation segment. But here's the thing, Will. You aren't going to get that. But here's the thing. I will give you a little bit of love, and Alex will do the same. I would love to be a developer when Will reviews games because there's a better chance of catching a gnat mixed in with a bunch of pepper and shot at me and me catching it between my butt cheeks and Will giving a game a bad grade. Also, he did give me a butt ton of money on No Man's Sky so I could get a new multi-tool. That's a class move, Will. It really is. Thanks, brother. You're awesome. I'm going to be able to kill kill Alex even faster. And his reviews, his videos are pretty good. They're unique. He's well edited, and you should check him out if you haven't.
I appreciate Will because he supports us, first of all. He hangs out with us when we play online and stuff. He joins our parties, too, which is nice. But the biggest reason I appreciate Will is because he's a fan of Adam, and he roots for Adam. He's in Adam's corner when nobody will be. If Adam was a boxer and he got knocked out and he was lying motionless on the canvas and he was convulsing and there was like foam coming out of his mouth, Will would still be in his corner going, "Come on, Adam, get up, man. You got it. You got it." And that's what I like. We can go as hard as we want on Adam and we can rag on him and just wreck him, because Will's always going to be there trying to build him back up. And that's why I appreciate you, Will. You don't give up on the losers, and that's exactly what we need in this world, is somebody to not give up on the losers like Adam.
Yeah, funny. Yeah, look, Alex got this crap-eating grin on his face. Real good, buddy. You can suck that paper cut anus on your butt. Anyhow, next, we got the Studio Form Creative VR verbal shout-out of the week. Mike Bob. That's right. Dude, Mike Bob, we haven't seen you too often in the streams of late, but he sent us an email, gave us some great feedback. Glad you're able to start catching up on the podcast. He gave us suggestions on when we review games to talk about how difficult it would be to get a platinum trophy. So maybe how long it would take, the difficulty of actually getting those trophies, and then kind of talk about the replayability in the reviews as well, which sometimes we touch on, but we could definitely focus on that a little bit more. He wants a bracket-like segment like Alex is known for, but instead of the hottest girls of PSVR or of, the best wave shooters, he wants one of the worst PSVR games, which, holy crap, I could tell you the winner right now. It's 18 floors, and if Alex says it's Miniwood, I will snap his neck. Because
no, I like Miniwood.
Dude,
it reminds me of you.
You have a Miniwood.
I got there first.
It doesn't matter. So there are more discussions about games. He wants us to talk about the games upcoming, not just next week, but like farther in the future. That's awesome. And so thank you again, Mike Bob. If anyone agrees with his suggestions, or if you have suggestions as well, hit us up. You might be next on the Studio Form Creative VR verbal shout out of the week. That's a joke. I
want to clarify. Studio Form Creative VR is not the joke. The joke is, I don't want to explain the joke. They supported us. They sent us the thing to try out, and that's what happens. When you send us anything, you get a spot. You get a permanent spot on the podcast. That's what happens. Anything will get you a permanent spot on the podcast. Studio Form Creative VR presents the verbal shout out of the week, Mike Bob. Mike Bob, let me save you a whole lot of time and us a whole lot of time on the reviews pertaining Trophy Hunter and Platinum discussion. Do these games have a Platinum? Let's just assume yes, all of them do. Are they easy to get? From my perspective, let's just say no.
You are getting crushed.
None of them are easy to get. I'm going to always say, nah, this one's going to be too tough to get. I can't get it. I can't do it.
I actually get trophies, and I actually have somewhat participated in this Platinum Challenge, so I'll give you a good idea. And here's the thing. He's right. If you give us anything, if Solo Vision gives us a sticker or a little logo, it's like, hey, welcome to Solo Vision, whatever. You could be part of next week's Solo Vision's upcoming games of next week.
There's only so many segments, so get there while you can, man.
You're right, man. Okay, Alex, I think we got 3 games coming out. What Want to hit me with the first one?
Yeah, first one. Human anatomy VR. Can you rebuild the human body? Do you know where is the humerus located? Get to know the whole human body in an enjoyable way. All right, let's just stop there. I'm ready for this game.
Wait, that is in a Sony. Oh my, that is an incomplete sentence. Do you know
Adam is freaking grammar police in this. I'm just talking about getting to know the whole human body, and Adam's worried about ending the sentence with a preposition again.
What is this? Who edits this?
Nobody edits them, Adam. That's the drop, man.
Educational experience. They can't even write their own description without having grammatical errors.
Okay, let me finish this. Human Anatomy VR is an educational application in virtual reality. The application depicts simplified anatomy models suitable for high school students. Human Anatomy VR offers unique virtual and educational experience. So here, I'm just going to check off the list right now. This is the reason this is going to be Adam's Game of the Year 2019. Talk about big, long bones. Talk about getting to know the whole human body with high school students. This is right up Adam's alley. Adam, I'm so happy for you that your dream game finally came out on PSVR.
I are happy game out next week, Human Anatomy VR.
For real though, this is opening a realm of like edutainment that might actually be worth a damn. Virtual reality is letting us, I could learn things. I had to take an anatomy course and I got some crappy Android app and it burned my phone in half because it took so much processing power. This would be interesting if they implemented it right. You could like use the move controller, pull the body closer to you, and you can peel away the layers. You can add the layers until finally there's just a straight up dong. There's a penis in VR. There's going to be a penis in VR. That's what this game means.
Here's my issue, dude. I really think VR can be used in such a beneficial way in our society and to progress medicine and so many other forms of things that actually matter to society and the human race. But why is this a game that you can purchase and experience? This is stupid. First of all, you're supposed to be, 12? Okay, high schooler probably is 12 years old, aren't they? But who's going to spend $10 on Human Anatomy? Open a book. Like, this needs to be a thing, but it doesn't need to be a thing on the PlayStation Store.
I disagree, but we're just going to leave it at that. Adam, next game.
What could you possibly – Alex, why would you ever want to go and look at this? And it's high school level. It's not even
listen.
Actual blood vessels and veins of the body. It's high school level.
There is going to be female anatomy and male anatomy. That is PPs and boobies in VR. Finally.
Dude, we got Mortal Blitz and we got Cindy Aram. We got boobies.
How many nipples are in those games?
I don't know. If you look hard enough.
Zero.
Dude, you are so dumb.
This is the first nipple in VR.
Talk about this anymore. Tell me the next game.
Tokyo Chronos. It was supposed to come out last week. It apparently didn't. I contacted the developers to find out what's going on. They don't want to talk to me. I pissed them off. I contacted the publishers and sent them our review of Project Lux. I thought it was favorable, but they haven't replied to me. Maybe they hate us. Understandably so. If you listen to the last couple of episodes, Adam, you're phoning it in, man. You need to tighten that up so we can get a good episode out of the bag. Tokyo Chronos is an empty, deserted Shibuya where time has frozen over. A suspenseful mystery woven by 8 childhood friends trapped inside. We got lost memories. We got a strange message that says, "I am dead," and who killed me, and who is I?
Oh my! Come on.
No, that actually makes grammatical sense because I is in quotation marks. It's like, who is this person saying I?
Fair.
Yeah. Why do we lose our memory, and who is the killer? Fragments are shattered like a broken mirror. Where does the truth lie? This is a visual novel, Adam. I don't think you're going to be interested, but I am.
Well, I'm already interested. So if I get a reply after saying, "Hi, my name is Adam," then screw you. This next game I am not excited for.
Waltz of the Wizard Extended Edition. Waltz of the Wizard is a virtual reality experience that lets you feel what it is like to have magical powers. Have we played any game where that has been a thing, where you have magical powers? Yes, we have, and they flop. The Extended Edition is a remaster of the original that adds new spells, interactions, and secrets, along with performance optimizations and new options that help keep the experience an excellent showcase for VR. So this, man, I want to get hyped for this. People seem to have good things to say about it, like they're kind of interested in it. But to me, it almost sounds like just a toy box type of game. Like there's no objective. almost like Trainer VR, but you're doing like meaningless magical spells with your hands. Have you watched the trailer or anything for this, Adam?
I did, and it reminded me of The Wizard, and I was like, wow, I am about as interested as I am of getting a paper cut on the anus.
You're really interested in that because you've mentioned it like 8 times now. Were there bad guys? Like, are you blasting things, or is it just like, oh, sparkles came out of my hand? Wasn't that cool?
From what I saw, there wasn't, but the spells looked at like they were designed so you could kill things. So maybe what I saw, some of the gameplay just was them crafting the spell and not actually hunting enemies.
So maybe it's almost like a gun club VR, but instead of making guns and shooting not enemies, you're making spells and shooting them at not enemies, which doesn't, I'm not excited about it, but we'll see. You got to have an open mind, man. All right. That is it for the upcoming games. Mike Bob, I don't know what's coming out, man. There was some game called Blindfold announced. I don't know anything about that. Battle Wake is coming out in September. That's Servios' ship fighting game. It's going to be awesome. They just announced the release date for that. So I'll mention that. I'll drop my hat to that. Gollum is getting a fall release, apparently. So here we go. Gollum, they made a big deal. Like, guess what? Gollum's finally getting released, guys. It's happening. They still didn't give us a date. They were just like, in the fall sometime. Which is like when they said, it's going to be released in 2018 sometime. And it's like when they said, it's going to be released at launch sometime. I still don't, until I see a release date, I don't believe Gollum is coming out. And I'm losing interest in Gollum very, very, very fast.
But what you aren't losing interest in is the physical edition of Box VR, which is coming to retail stores on Friday, October 25th.
I love Box VR, and I might buy a physical version of it just to support the devs even more. Man, that game is awesome. That game is choice. That game makes me sweat my balls off.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I haven't played it, but it looks like it could definitely be fun. So if you're interested.
I really enjoy playing it. I like the music better than I like it in Beat Saber. I like the motion better than I like it in Beat Saber. I like everything better than Beat Saber.
Oh, get out of here. Tell me some sales. And you know what? We've been talking real fast, Alex. How many sales are there, first of all?
Dude, they're like every single game on the PlayStation Store is on sale right now. Something crazy like that. There's a lot. So let's go real fast. Because we need to get these sales done so Mike Bob can find out what freaking games are on sale before he listens to the podcast next Tuesday, which is apparently what he does. 2, I need to find out what's on sale so I can end this stupid podcast and go buy a new game. So I'm done talking to you.
You
all right, you ready? All right. Wipeout Omega Collection free. Adam just creamed his pants yet again. Rise of the Raider 20-year celebration, $8.99. No. Dude, I might do that. Hang out with Laura Croft. Look,
dude, Laura Croft don't even have no titties.
Oh, like if you look down, you don't see anything?
Well, I don't know.
Dirt Rally Plus VR bundle, $9.99. Yes, get it. Damn it,
I'm waiting for Dirt Rally 2, baby. Once they come out with Dirt Rally 2, I'll pull.
You idiot. They're not coming out with Dirt Rally. Oh, my God. I hate you. I hate you so much. Loading Human Chapter 1, $7.99.
Load that money back in your wallet.
End Space, $4.99.
I really like the developer. It's a cool game, but I just feel like.
Yes, it's worth it for $4.99? Are you
$4.99? Okay.
Solus Project, $4.99. Yes.
I don't care if it was $2.
Yes. Sports Bar VR, $4.99.
No.
Bucking the trend here, Darknet for $49.
Whoa. I'm interested in this game because it looks really cool, but it doesn't sound like it has a great... It doesn't sound great. It looks cooler than it sounds, but I don't know which is correct. I'm going to pass.
It is an addictive puzzle game. It's got that whole, I just want to play one more. And the puzzle design is really fun. You know, it's in VR as a novelty, but the gameplay keeps you going.
You got to trust Alex, who loves to make Sony money. Just think about that PSVR bundle, then figure out if you actually want to take his advice.
You're getting into hurting my feelings territory awful fast, Adam. Waddle home for $149.
Waddle that turd out of your butthole.
Perfect for $2.99.
I don't even know what that is. No.
This next game is the game of this. This is the sale that everyone should go buy. Pinball FX2 VR for $449.
That's stupid. Go play a real pinball game.
Listen, man, it is very fun. It is very cool. And there are awesome VR aspects when you got like you're playing Walking Dead VR and there's like zombies like reaching at you while you're playing the on the machine. It's so cool. It is so cool. It is better than real VR because real VR sucks ass because you can't hump the machine and make the ball fall down. The alarms go off and the dude tells you, quit having your way with my machine, Alex. And I say, one, how do you know my name? Two, come and get me.
You shouldn't have the coin drop hole.
Yeah, right? If it fits, and I'm going to go for it. Smashbox Arena, $2.99.
No.
Is that the sequel to Headmaster? It's an Adam's mom joke. Smashing Box, Headmaster.
You absolutely destroyed the joke. Horrible memory.
It was, God, that would have been so good. Battlezone Gold Edition, $10.49.
I love Battlezone. I would say yes.
Weeping Doll, $2.99.
No.
Cold Iron, $4.19. This is a hot ass sale, Adam. These games, there's a lot of good games for under $5.
That's good. $4 for Cold Iron is good.
This is stupid. Blasters of the Universe for $4.49.
Ooh, yeah.
Gunjack for $1.49.
It's real short, but I think for that's pretty good price.
That is cheaper than a bottle of Coca-Cola. Pixel Gear for $3.29. My Bad Game for $3.29.
He already admitted it's bad, so why not waste your money and buy it, fool?
Dying Reborn for $7.99. What the hell, guys?
First of all, Dying Reborn wasn't as bad as people thought it was, first of all. And two, $7.99, it's not. That's a lot. For Dying Reborn?
Yeah.
Are you reading that correctly?
I'm reading it correctly.
Wow. Yeah, don't do that.
Bloody Zombies for $5.99. Adam, this is a 2D beat 'em up like Double Dragon. I only want to get it if you will play with me, and I know you won't. So
I have like 300 hours of gameplay in No Man's Sky.
Okay, fine. I don't care about you either. Theseus for $3.99. This is cool. That's about all I'm.
Yeah, no, I'm not interested.
Theseus, a TH.
Theseus. No, I'm still
not.
The
premise is really cool. The gameplay is kind of annoying at times, but if you can get used to it, you can enjoy it. You are Theseus going through the labyrinth, and you have the Minotaur trying to hunt you down. It's a third-person action adventure game. It's pretty cool. Adam, Light Tracer for $5.99.
No.
That's a fun game. That's a fair price for it. I've seen it cheaper, though. Unearthing Mars for $5.99.
Unearthing Mars, not bad.
Dying Reborn for PSVR. Dying Reborn PSVR levels for $3.99.
I don't know the difference now.
So the whole game has like 5 episodes or something, and only like 2 or 3 of them are in VR. So just the VR parts are $3.99.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I wonder.
That's what you played.
I think that's more reasonable. Maybe do that.
Yeah. Castle Storm VR Edition, $5.99. Our buddy Danny Weissenberger, who was on a while back, recommended this. I'm kind of interested. It's like a tower defense kind of game, strategy. Might be fun. Mervils, a VR adventure, $7.99.
How many times do I have to say no to this game?
All right, sorry. Apollo 11 VR, $4.79.
Apollo 11 happened like a long time ago. No.
Moto Racer 4, $15.99. No. Oh, here it is. This is it. It's happening, guys. I've said it so much. It's finally going to happen. Transpose for $9.99. You have no excuse not to buy it. You freaking idiot.
Okay, I promise you, Alex, this is the week.
My God.
I will buy Transpose.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't say I'll play it, but I'll buy it.
I know these games, I have the date when all these games they stop being on sale. I'm not going to tell you what the date is because I don't want you to just be like, oh, I'll get it then, and then you don't get it. So just go out and buy the game. I sent you $10 and you spent it on crack. And it wasn't even crack. You just ended up getting like rock candy and you thought it was crack. And you ate a bunch of rock candy and you're like, oh, I'm so high right now. And I was like, no, Adam, you just had sugar. The American Dream for $9.99, Adam.
No.
Pierhead Arcade for $7.49.
Sorry, I can't do it.
Red Matter for $12.49.
Oof.
I heard it was great. Great. If you have a 3D rudder, it works with that. When's the 3D rudder going on sale?
Bill told me it was boring.
Yeah, but I think Chodo Boy said it was one of his favorite games.
Oh my! Chota Boy also said Solus Project is good.
I love Chota Boy. He is me.
Chota Boy also plays Firewall 24 hours a day.
He does. You're right. I have Chota Boy. I take your opinion back. Sprint Vector for $14.99.
I haven't played it. Neither of you.
I have it. Out of Ammo for $7.49.
No.
Vuri VR Wild Encounters for $9.99.
No.
Listen, everybody, these games are going to be on sale for like a week, so you're not going to miss. If you're listening to this, you probably have a chance to get these sales. Just FYI, The Walker for $4.99.
I'm still going to say no.
Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, man, that's a price point. I nailed it. That's what I said you should get it at. Adam, Unearthing Mars 2, The Ancient War for $9.99.
This one was pretty good.
Okay. AIM support, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there Adam, come in. I got to whisper this so people don't hear. Are there breasts in this game? Is there like an alien woman with breasts in this game?
I don't think so.
Okay. 18 floors for $7.49.
If I have to say a single word, if you say those two words again, I will quit. I will stop right now.
Wild Turkey Hunter VR for $4.99.
This sounds stupid, but I've wanted to play this game.
It's
hey,
like
Alex, I know this is breaking up the podcast, but I want you to now look. I have shared my screen, and how about you tell the people what you see?
I see you paying an assload of sales tax, you big idiot. Go ahead. It looks like you purchased it.
What are you talking about?
Paying $10.69 for a $9.99 game. What kind of a state do you live in? The state, Adam. I can see your tabs. What is this? You really are into tentacles, Adam. This is unacceptable.
Well, you tell the people what. I just bought Transpose.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you bought Transpose. Transpose.
Thank you. Your purchase is complete. I bought the game. You can quit riding me, you freaking rider.
I'm never freaking rider. Good one, Adam. You got me. Are you ever going to play it? That's the question now.
I mean, how many times have I bought a game and not played it? I'm too cheap not to play it.
I guess that's true.
And plus, if I don't play it, I can't come back and argue that you overhyped it. So,
all right, fair enough. Salaryman Escape for $7.99.
Probably, I started playing it. I got like one world through, and I haven't completed it.
Play with DualShock. It is so much more enjoyable, and I really love the atmosphere of this game. Evasion for $9.99, Adam.
No.
I might do it. I don't even care.
No, don't do it.
Guns and Stories Bulletproof VR $9.99.
Don't do it.
Oh yeah, I just burped, and the last segment when I said sorry if you heard that is because I farted. The Persistence $14.99.
Yes, without a doubt.
Shooty Fruity $9.99. Adam, I'm very interested in this one.
Listen, I know it looks good, but dude, it is a slightly above average wave shooter.
Which is like all I'm looking for.
Why do you want a wave shooter?
It's low commitment, man. It's low.
You heard No Man's Sky.
You're right, man. Why are you trying to hurt Sony by making me not buy games? No wonder. Listen, we auditioned for Sony's official PSVR podcast, and they turned us down. And I'm telling this to the listeners. We auditioned for it, and they turned us down. Do you think it's Adam's fault because he's always poo-pooing the games? I think it is.
We haven't auditioned for crap, unless you did it without me, and then that's exactly the reason we didn't win.
I imitated your voice and tried to make it sound like you. Hey, this is Alex with PlayPSVR podcast. This is Adam. It's 18 Floors podcast. They said they don't want to hear that.
Next game, come on.
Sorry, where am I? Animal Force for $7.99. No. Titanic VR $9.99. No. Paper Dolls $8.49.
No.
Mind Labyrinth VR $12.49. No. Drone Striker $4.99. Yes. Rush VR $12.49.
You said it's too limited. I say it looks cool, but it sounds like that's a no.
Dude, that's still expensive. Toho Kabuto 5 Burst Battle $9.99.
Toho Kabuto Joel Season 5. No.
Gotta make it like racist or something. Why?
No, that's not.
God. Code 51 Mecha Arena $9.99.
It's slow of a game. It's
$9.99. What if I said 99 cents?
It's too slow.
Okay, I want to play it still. Kingdom of Blades, $5.99. No, this game made me so
No,
mad.
please don't.
Why
Never.
did it? This is it's like
It's like
Fruit
Fruit
Ninja.
Ninja with a like. It's one of the worst. Well, not one of the worst. It's pretty bad.
It made me so mad playing it because it was just like Zing, The Land Beyond, $11.99. Yes. Trainer VR for $5.99. Oh my
Oh, it
God, is
hurts.
yawning.
I want to say yes, but it's just like, I mean, you'll get a couple hours of enjoyment out of it. If that's worth $6, do it.
A Fisherman's Tale for $8.99. Yeah, I think it's well worth $10 or less. It's an awesome story. Short, all right. You don't have a lot of time with it, but it's great. Quar Infernal Machines for
No.
$20.99. Oh man, this game. I can't even. Virtual Reality for $14.99. Is it ever not on sale? Beats Fever, $16.99.
It's actually not that bad of a clone, but I just play Beat Saber.
It looks like butt plugs that you're holding in your hand because they're kind of short and stubby. It looks like something you put up your butt, and then it has a wide base so that it doesn't get sucked up, and so you can pull it back out, and you don't have to go to the emergency room and let everybody know that you stuck something up your butt for pleasure rather than an accident.
Or if you had a paper cut up your butt.
So what would that do? That would spread it. That would spread out the paper cut. It would turn it into a paper slice.
I'm not going to say that. Okay, never mind. Let's go on.
How many times have we hit the limit? Last game, okay, this hasn't come out yet. Groundhog Day, Like Father, Like Son. I don't know when it comes out. I think it comes out in September. Probably, when is Groundhog? That's in February. Why are they releasing Groundhog Day around Labor Day? Anyways, Groundhog Day, Like Father, Like Son, $26.99 on sale. It's the pre-order price. I am very interested in this game because it is being put out by, who is it? Tequila Works, I think is who it is. It's the people that made Invisible Hours. They also made Rhyme. Adam, this is not VR related, but have you ever played a video game that made you cry?
No.
Oh, okay. I played a game called Rhyme by the people who did Invisible Hours. It legit made me cry. So, another thing. I was looking at the PlayStation Store. You remember when that game Counterfight came out, and it's like you're a ramen shop owner?
Oh, yeah.
And then like a week later, Counterfight 3 came out, and it was like, what happened to Counterfight 2? I'm happy to announce Counterfight 2 has also come out for VR.
Nice.
But it's called like Samurai Edition Counterfight 2. So if you want the Counterfight trilogy, it's out in VR. Can't promise you anything in terms of quality. Haven't played the games. Counterfight 1 is $7.99. Are you going to buy it, Adam?
No.
What the hell is this? Arcade Archives Image Fight.
It's a made-up game. That's what it is.
But it's got a VR thing, but it also says PlayStation Vita, clear the VR training course. What the hell? Is this an arcade collection that has VR? Adam, talk to me about this. Should I buy this?
Sounds made up. Don't buy it. It's a waste of money.
Is there no VR? It just says playable on PS prices. I love you because you do my job for me. I hate you because you embarrass me live on the podcast like this. This is embarrassing. Adam, are you done here? Let's take it out. You done?
Here's the thing. I'm embarrassed for you.
Okay. All right. Well, that is it for episode 74 of Play PSVR, the podcast. I hope you enjoyed our rambling discussion. Thank you for submitting ideas on what to discuss. Adam and I are not very creative, but this is my only social outlet, so I enjoy having a chance to talk to Adam. And I hope you guys enjoy listening to us talk to each other and me saying mean things to Adam and Adam trying to say mean things back. But I'm the perfect man, so it is difficult to say rude and mean things to me. If you have any comments, you can send them to us at contact@playpsvr.com. If you want to get a hold of us on Twitter, you can hit the follow button. You can slide into the DMs. You can send us whatever pictures you want because, trust me, we got some nasty ones on our sexy alien episode. Send that to us. We are at PlayPSVR. We're talking to people on Reddit sometimes, so you can find us. Our username is u/PlayPSVR. Go to our website, playpsvr.com. Leave a comment under one of the podcasts. I don't think a single person has left a comment except for Will did on one of the episodes, and that is fine. You don't have to do it there because you can go on YouTube, youtube.com/playpsvr. You can subscribe to us on there, and sometimes we post a video. I might post a video. I don't even care if Adam doesn't want the video to go live. I'm going to make it go live. Probably not because I took off my shirt halfway through. Anyways, You can watch our videos on there. We do our weekly golden stream. It is Wednesdays at 8:30-ish, 9:30-ish Eastern. And we'll just play, usually if there's a new release, we'll play it then. I'm rambling on this thing. Go on iTunes, review us. Have your auntie review us. Have your uncle review us. Have your cousins review us. Your extended family, because I know your immediate family is already subscribed, guys. To our listeners abroad, thank you for listening to us speaking English. I hope it's not too difficult to understand. And I'm sorry for Adam's racism. Everybody have a good night.